think the decision is pretty unanimous. We're gonna go ahead and say that Demise and Rick won, Cali Stomp. We're gonna go ahead and keep that in rotation. So you will hear that song again next week up against the new challenger. Shout out to Demise, man. I see you tuned in, and Rick Uno. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that dope song, and it won. So we're definitely gonna hear it again next week. Gonna keep it in rotation, and we're gonna see how it do. So yeah, shout out to y'all. We're gonna get back into this music.
Good afternoon, everybody. Demise Music and Entertainment here. Shout out to everybody. Thanks to all the brand new subscribers. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribed. And I want to say thank you all so much to all my extended family out there. Shout out to, you know, my brother Rick won, all right? We made a song called Cali Stomp, and my goal was to get a song radio worthy, radio quality, and to be played on the radio, okay? So I said, hey, I'm gonna make 3 radio potential beats, and that's gonna lead to making 3 radio potential songs. So what happened was I made Cali Stomp. I made another beat that was called Ain't Trippin', which turned into Where They At, Where the Girls At. Yeah, I still gotta make a few more to make that 3rd and final radio potential hit. So Cali Stomp, automatically, I love that song, man. That song Cali Stomp just hits, man. It hits hard. It's a California rap anthem, you know what I mean? Like bringing back that good stuff to the California rap scene, you know. I mean, there's so much good music coming out of California and everywhere. Like, so Cali Stomp, we're from Northern California, okay? E40, Bay Area rap. Now, what's going on with Cali Stomp is that I believe that it's a really, really big hitter, and it could keep up with the radio hits, man. All the hits that you hear on the radio so far. Good song, good message. Northern Cali stand up, SoCal stand up, East Side, West Side, everybody stand up. Everybody as a whole in California, just stand the fuck up. Cause, you know, California is a beautiful place, man, and we got some really, really good rap music, and we got good music, period, you know what I mean? So I said I would like to get Cali Stomp on the radio. This is how I do it, okay? It's one of my goals, is to get a song potentially on the radio. So what does that mean? I have to crush down, I have to study all the songs on the radio. I have to focus my energy and my attention on the formulas of this radio stuff, and I have to expand my creativity and expand my knowledge, because I like underground rap, I like death metal. The stuff that I listen to is crazy, but I said, hey, I grew up listening to the radio, I grew up with that, you know, I know good music, I like good music, so why not aim for that, you know what I mean? Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk not only started PayPal and fucking sold it, multi-million-dollar company, he helped start up Tesla, which is changing the world with electric cars, and it's just insane, man. Like Elon Musk, if you can't even do one thing, right? If you can't even put out your first hit song, Elon Musk would look and be like, well, I put out 3 multi-million-dollar businesses that were successful. You know what I mean? Like Solar City. I don't know if Solar City was that successful, but PayPal, hello, changed the game of paying online with your card or PayPal. So shout out to Top Shelf Radio, Jeffrey Harris, aka Hennessy. Check him out. He's all over YouTube. He's on Facebook. You can catch him on Facebook Live every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Jeffrey Harris, Hennessy, out of Sacramento, California. Much love, much respect. Shout out to DJ Loot as well, man. Like when I lived out in Sacramento area, I hooked up with DJ Loot, badass producer. Now he's in Oakland, okay? So last night, Jeffrey Harris told me the night before, emailed me, said, hey, we're gonna feature your song on our radio station, Top Shelf Radio. And last night, the family came through, man. So Rick won. All his family, I'm not gonna mention any names, but they know who they are. Shout out to all my other family and friends that came through to show love, and we ultimately won. We won the Top Shelf Radio. It's called Keep It in Rotation. So there was a song that played before called Dear Rapper, I think, right? And it was a song about depression, suicide, all that shit, right? Which is really good message. I respect music like that, like Logic. And then came on Cali Stomp. And I was like, what, man? How come, like that song's gonna beat us? Because it's a real deep message. And I really respect that song that we were competing against. So I was like, hey, that song's gonna win. You know what I mean? Because it had a real deep message. And Cali Stomp is just a feel-good song for clubs, partying, all that stuff. But ultimately, the family came through, man. Everybody came through, and Cali Stomp ultimately won. So Cali Stomp reigned supreme last night in Top Shelf Radio. So next Tuesday, we're going to be played again. Cali Stomp is going to go into the next week, and we're going to compete against another song, which is going to, might take the slot for the next week. Or if Cali Stomp wins next week, it'll just keep going in rotation. So shout out to Top Shelf Radio. Shout out to Sacramento. Shout out to California as a whole. Shout out to the world. But, it's one step closer to that goal, man. I've been saying this for a while, man. I've been saying that my goal is to get a potential radio hit or a club hit. And it's not in any shape or form, any way to say, oh, hell yeah, I'm the shit. What it is I want to just inspire the fuck out of everybody. I just want to show people, like, look, I set my mind on it. I conquered that goal. It was attainable. And I pushed through, I persevered, and I had patience. And I stuck with it. That's the main thing, is to show you guys that all this shit is possible. That's why I put out my album. It was not to brag. It was not to boast. It wasn't to say, hey, look at me, look at me. It was to say, check it off my list, my bucket list, and just to prove to my family, my friends, to everyone out there, to people that need that inspiration, that, hey, it's doable. It's attainable. That's the main thing why I do this. That's why I made Cali Stomp. That's why I fucking sat there for hours changing the noises, going through. I make beats really quickly, but making the beat is one thing. Making sure all the layering goes in and certain noises turning up and turning down and taking noises out, putting noises in, taking the beat to the studio, Red Eye Recording, asking him what his feedback and thoughts are, him telling me that this certain sound should go here, and me saying, well, I like it there, and he says, well, that radio doesn't like it there. And I said, hey, you're right, you know way more about me than music, about radio, about hits. You know what I mean? And you have to be open to that. You can't let your ego get in the way. You have to be focused. You have to persevere through the hard times, through the hardships. You have to stay dedicated. And I have a son, I have a girlfriend, I have a beautiful girlfriend, a beautiful baby boy. And sometimes I'm like, oh fuck, I have to make these moves. I have to strategize like a chess game in the right way. Because if I lose it all, I'll lose her, and she'll take the baby away from me, and I'll just be, left as a fucking dreamer. I don't want to be a dreamer. I want to be a doer. I want to be a strategize. I want to go after it. And this is why I'm making this for you guys. I said I want to make these videos. And ultimately, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with making these videos. Subscribers are going up. All that stuff. Thanks to you guys so much. I want to give a shout out to everybody for making this possible. Jeffrey Harris, Top Shelf Radio, you guys. I believe that you guys believe in what Demise is doing. I believe that Jeffrey Harris believes what I'm doing. He even said, he's like, shout out to, he said on the video on Facebook Live, he's like, hey, congratulations, man. He could tell. He said, they're all juice. Look at them. All of our homies, all of our family that saw us and that was in the comments at Facebook Live was just like so excited, because it's a long time coming. They've all known me since I was a kid, before I was even really making music, and they've seen us grow. They've seen us making music in and out, and they could have either said, A, these guys are dreamers and we're gonna support their music but don't quit their day jobs, or B, they could say, they got it, just that time needs to happen. And that time was like yesterday, man. me and Rick One were messaging each other today, and we're gonna go hang out later, and we're just saying to each other, like, that was a high, man. That was a natural high. Just like when we perform live on stage, and we want that feeling more often, that natural high, that, you know, making our families proud. My girlfriend was so fucking proud of me. I didn't even tell her about this. I just was sitting there on Facebook Live, talking, having a normal conversation with my girlfriend, and next thing you know, Jeffrey Harris says, hey, Demise, that Cali Stomp, we're about to play it right now. And my girlfriend was like, huh? And I looked, and I was like, smiling. She was like, you were so happy. And she was just giving me hugs and kisses, and she was like, I'm so proud of you. And I said, thanks, babe. You know, this is not a time to pat myself on the back. It's a time to celebrate and keep working harder. Give respect where respect is due. I respect Jeffrey Harris, and he was so happy for me and Rick One. He was so happy for all of our family. He believes, man. He said, look at them all. They're all juiced. And then he just kept telling all of his people in the radio station where they're at in Sacramento. He's like, hey, Demise and his family, they're hella juiced right now. They're hella happy. And then he turns around and comes back. He's like, hey, congratulations, guys. It's humbling. It's gratitude. Rick One and myself are more than thankful, man. Like, we can't ask for anything more than that, man. So, like, thank you, Jeffrey Harris. Thank you, Top Shelf Radio. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody. Much love. Demise Music and Entertainment. Cali Stomp. Let's take it to the next level, man. Let's keep going up the staircase until, you know, there's no limits. There's no limits. All right, guys? Demise Music and Entertainment. Thank you all so very much.